Hi, I'm Dennis J. Wright with the Phoenix and with PhoenixPhilaNews.com. Curled up frying pan. This used to be a straight bar. There's only two individuals I know that are possible of doing obscene feats of strength like this. I'm talking about Tom the Anvil Man and Slim the Hammer Man. Thank you, gentlemen. You were here at East Pikeland School this evening performing feats of strength. How's the performance tonight?
I think the performance went very well.
I thought my student did very well, and I think the kids enjoyed it. And hopefully we can do some more in the area.
Awesome. How long have both of you been involved with feats of strength like this?
Tom's been in 3 or 4 years. He's been practicing. He comes to my place, and I've been teaching him for that long. I've been in it for 50 years.
Now, is this going to be one of these guys that does what you do?
Yep.
He's your protege. Yeah, you just said you've been training him.
I have several.
Okay.
I have several, which will be meeting at my home in December. I have several of them. Tom, I probably give him more of my time and more individual counseling and stuff about it because there's a whole lot involved with performing. It's not just bending the bar. It's how you perform while you're doing it. How do you look while you're doing it? So there's a lot involved with that. I mean, you could do the greatest thing in the world, and if you're turned to the side, nobody can see it, it's not worth anything. So you have to know how to perform. You have to choreograph things, just like any other show.
Well, I'll tell you what, Slim, after hearing the round of applause tonight for when he took this straight bar and not only just bent it, but he did a loop-de-loop. How does it feel when you do something like that, Tom?
It's great. I love it. That's why I do it.
You've been doing it, Slim said, for a few years now? What made you get into it?
I believe when my folks moved out to East Coventry in '68, I believe it was about the same time that Slim moved into his house. So we would go to Zern's, and I have a vague recollection of the Mighty Atom as a youngster. And I only remember him driving a nail through a board. But I've always known of Slim and had met him a couple different times through the years. And sometime in the 80s, I don't know if I was still in high school or not, I had read the biography of the Mighty Atom, and it just totally fascinated me. Not until I got sober and my mind was clear did it really start to come about, and then the desire, you know, was real and great, and I started being a pain in the butt to somebody down the road here. And
how much training do you do? Do you train every day?
It depends. If I have a show coming up, I won't. I've never heard Slim actually tell me to train. It's always practice. I actually read a friend of mine has some internet businesses he sells training equipment, and his philosophy is that he trains his whole body to be strong, therefore he's strong to perform feats of strength. I am in the school of Slim where I practice the feats of strength that I'm going to perform. So if I was going to twist like the horseshoe I did tonight, 2 nights ago I twisted one that was much more difficult and made sure I rested. But it was still one that I knew that I would be able to accomplish. If in a couple, probably 4 or 5 days from now, is when I would maybe try for something more difficult, something.
So what's next for you, Tom? What out there haven't you bent or broken yet that you're striving for?
I'm practicing phone books right now.
Phone books?
Phone books, yeah. I haven't mastered phone books. Something I'm working on that, and just been practicing and performing some classic feats of strength. And Slim has some real good genetics. Look at them hands.
Look at these hands.
Put that hand up there.
Put those hands up.
Zoom in on those hands.
They're just hands.
No. They're not just hands. Those are. Look at that.
I don't want none of that.
Those are some good genes there, and they're being passed on here to the future of strongman. This is Dennis J. Wright with PhoenixPhilaNews.com.
Thank you.
You can email Dennis at dwight@phoenixphilanews.com.